Important properties of proportion. So if four quantities like A, B, C and D form a proportion, that means A is to B is equal to C is to D. We already studied. If A, B, C, D are in proportion, then A is to B is equals to C is to D. Now based on this, how to find some more properties of this proportion. So using this we can obtain, using these properties of fractions, some of these proportions are given. So that means using this concept like A is to B is equal to C is to D only, how to make other properties. So let me show you one by one. First one is invertendo. Invertendo. Now we have the five properties, because based on this next we will continue some problems or applications also based on this. First remember, if A, B, C, D are in proportion, then A is to B is equal to C is to D. Then invertendo means if A is to B is equals to C is to D, then invert, that means B is to A is equals to D is to C. If you reverse invert this side, it also must be changed. B is to A is equal to D is to C. This is invertendo. And alternando. Alter. Alternando. So in this, if same rule, if A is to B is equal to C is to D, then alter. So antecedent with this, that means A is to C is equals to B is to D. It will be equal. If this is exist, this also will existed. That means invert and do, just remember, according to the words is easy. Just invert, reverse it is. Change the position, reciprocal, right? And alternando is antecedent with this second ratio antecedent. Join, make one ratio, other two. And along with this, third one is componendo. And componendo is if A is to B is equals to C is to D, then component is adding A plus B is to B is exactly equal to C plus D is to D. Adding the first one and second one divided by same denominator, A plus B and C plus D. Even A plus B is to B is equal to C plus D is to D is exactly equal to this ratio. Component is numerator plus denominator, same denominator again, remember. And fourth one is dividend. Component is the plus, right? So dividend is the minus. That means same. If A is to B is equals to C is to D, then, and here is a subtraction, that is A minus B is to B is equals to C minus D is to D. Same, maintain the bracket. Remember the method here. Invertendo just reciprocal, alternando with this first one. Component dividend is one is addition, one is subtraction. Same denominators. B, D, B, D as it is. Next, fifth one is third and fourth together we can make the fifth. That is componendo and dividendo combined. So componendo and dividendo rule. Dividendo. So in this, if A is to B is equals to C is to D, then A plus B is to A minus B is exactly equal to C plus D is to C minus D. You can take one example and check, it will be same it is. So A is to B is equal to C is to D, then addition, denominator, subtraction. A plus B by A minus B is equal to C plus D by C minus D. Okay, these are the 5 rules we'll apply in these applications. Just only these 5 rules remember. How to apply these 5 rules in the numerical or direct application problems I will show now.